While we certainly have a lot of Xbox topics to cover in this video, Microsoft talks about record-breaking pre-orders for the Series X and S. The SSD expansion card price has been revealed, and it is very, very expensive. And certain media sites have been sent a full working Xbox Series X unit. Expect some previews to come soon, so let's talk about it. What is going on, everybody? It's Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everyone's having a great day. And if you guys could do me a huge favor, make sure you hit the like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video out on social media. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for all the support. Big Xbox video today, talking about 3 different topics. Certain people in the media already receiving their Xbox Series X, and I would assume we would start hearing more about that in the coming days and weeks. The SSD expansion card price has been revealed, and it's very expensive. We're going to get to that in a little bit, but first we are going to talk about the Xbox Series X and S pre-orders and how there was record-breaking demand for both of those consoles. The official Xbox Twitter account posted this the other day that said, quote, "We are humbled by the record-breaking demand for the Xbox Series X and S. Huge thanks to everyone for the excitement. If you weren't successful today, be sure to sign up with retailers for updates and expect more consoles to be available on November 10th. Now here's where I want to know about how your experience was pre-ordering the Xbox Series X or S. What store did you get it from? Did you try to pre-order it online, or did you actually camp out at GameStop? Personally, I decided to go the online route. I had a whole bunch of different tabs open on Chrome, Microsoft Store, Best Buy, Target, as well as Amazon. And my God, it was one of the most frustrating experiences I've ever had with pre-ordering a console. Now, I was lucky with the PlayStation 5 because I was on the internet, on Twitter, immediately right when Amazon pre-orders were open, and I was able to get one. But if you weren't ready, if you weren't on your computer, if you were doing something else, you completely missed out on PS5 pre-orders. We've talked about that in another video, how Sony had said that they would give people ample time to prepare, and it was one day. However, retailers jumped the gun, and a lot of people didn't really have an opportunity to pre-order the PS5. Xbox took a different approach and let everybody know that pre-orders would open at a very specific time at all the retailers on September 22nd, but that led to a lot of website crashes. I mean, the Microsoft Store immediately just completely crashed on me right away, and I spent about 40 minutes flipping through Target, Microsoft Store, Amazon, and Best Buy, F5ing constantly, trying to get my order to go through, considering I had one in my cart at the Microsoft Store. Luckily, eventually, about 45 minutes into it, I was able to process my pre-order on the Microsoft Store, and then about 1 hour later, Best Buy and Amazon opened up pre-orders, and I was able to get another Series X on Amazon. But that was kind of more for backup. I'm not buying 2 of them. I'm definitely going to cancel one of them. I just needed to make sure I was getting the Series X. There did seem like a lack of stock compared to the PlayStation 5, at least at GameStop. Most stores had anywhere between 6 to 10 Series X consoles and like 2 to 4 for the Xbox Series S. And if you didn't line up hours in advance, you certainly weren't getting a pre-order at GameStop. Now, Xbox executive Aaron Greenberg said this in the comments section of RDX Podcast, one of, if not the biggest Xbox podcast in the world, run by one of my very good friends, Dealer Gaming. Aaron Greenberg said this: "Our retailers told us that we set all kind of records for traffic. Incredible to see all the excitement. Wanted to say thanks to everyone for pre-ordering. For anyone who did not get one, we are working hard to get more for launch." On Amazon, the Series X was the #1 bestseller in a whole bunch of different countries: USA, Germany, France, Canada, Great Britain, Italy, Spain, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. So my experience was incredibly frustrating trying to get the Series X. I'd be interested in seeing how it went for you. And when I think back on how easy it was to pre-order the Xbox One X and even the Xbox One, I wonder how much supply there was for this console. I wonder if supply was low for this console, or because of the recent Bethesda announcement the day before, the excitement around Xbox had reached a fever pitch and everybody wanted to get into Series X, which drove up the demand. Let me know how your pre-ordering experience went in the comments below. And switching gears, we're going to talk about the storage expansion SSD card for Series X and S. Now, the past month has seen some price leaks for the card, and today we actually know the the final price because it is available for pre-order right now at the Microsoft Store and Best Buy. And my lord, is it pretty expensive. I thought it would be anywhere in the price range of $150 to $200, and it's even more expensive than that. So if you head over to the Microsoft Store, you can see it here, the Seagate storage expansion card for the Xbox Series X and S, and it retails for $219.99, and it's releasing on November 10th, 2020. Now, the Xbox Series S, an actual console, is $299. So this expansion card really kind of puts in perspective just what you're getting with the Series S. Sure, that system has 512 of storage, and this is a 1 terabyte expansion card, but my lord, the fact that for $80 more you can get a whole console blows my mind. Now, this is a very expensive storage solution, and there is a little bit of sticker shock when you see, man, $220 for 1 terabyte of this SSD card, especially when I bought last year an 8 terabyte Seagate hard drive for $200. But when you actually think about it and compare it to other similar products, NVMe, PCIe, Gen 4, and all that stuff, it is roughly the same price, $200, $150 for less storage. Will I pick up one of these at launch day? I don't really know. I'm gonna kind of sit back and wait and see if I really do need this expansion card. I'm getting the Series X and it's 1 terabyte. Granted, I'm going to lose some to the operating system, so it might be around 800 terabytes. And what I'm going to do is kind of offload games I'm not currently playing on my 4 terabyte external that I currently use on my Xbox One. And whenever I do want to play a game, I will then move it to the internal SSD to start playing. So it really depends on how big these files get and how many games I'm currently playing at a time. And I'm gonna try that for a bit to really see if I do need to spend the money to get an expansion card, but we shall see. Now, I know a lot of people have a ton of questions regarding this expansion card and the SSD on the Series X in general. A lot of people wonder if you can use your current hard drive or SSD on the Series X. So we're going to answer some of that here. Jason Ronald had a very good Q&A on the Xbox Newswire talking about this very specific topic. First question is my existing USB-based hard drive SSD with my library of games compatible with Series X and S? Yes, it is as easy as unplugging your existing external USB 3.1 hard drive or SSD from your Xbox One and connecting it to your Series X and S, and all of your games are instantly available. You can continue to play your favorite Xbox One games, including backward compatibility Xbox 360 and original Xbox games, directly from the external hard drive. So what Jason basically is saying right there, if you're currently using an external drive, say you have 100 games, you have Call of Duty on there, you have Red Dead Redemption 2 on there, maybe you got Halo on there, you can immediately just unplug it from your Xbox One or Xbox One X, plug it into the Series X and Series S, and those games will be available for you to play on your new console. Question 2, how will the storage expansion card work with the Series X and S? It's pretty simple, just plug the storage expansion card into the storage expansion port on the back of your Series X and S, and you can use it just as you would with any external storage solution. You can choose to install games to the expansion card by default, play games directly from it, move or copy games between local and external storage, or do anything you already do today with an external hard drive. The only difference is that the expansion card is designed to match the exact performance of the Xbox Series X and S. Question 3, will you be able to play games right from the storage expansion card, or do they need to be copied to the internal storage? You can play directly from the storage expansion card and you will have the exact same experience and performance as if the game was running from the internal SSD. Not only does this apply to games optimized for Xbox Series X and S, but also your favorite back-compat titles on the Xbox One, the 360, and original Xbox games. When back-compat games are played directly from either the internal SSD or the storage expansion card, you will see significant improvements in load times due to the next generation performance of the Xbox Series X and S. They put up a nice little comparison chart here for the Seagate expansion card versus the USB 3.1 hard drive and some of the things it can do. As you can see, both of them can store any Xbox game. Both of them will play Xbox One, Xbox 360, and original Xbox games. However, this is where it starts to differ. Only the Seagate expansion card will play games optimized for the Xbox Series X and S. A regular USB hard drive will not, and only the Seagate expansion card will replicate the speed and performance of the internal SSD, and the USB 3.1 hard drive will not. So to sort of sum it all up, you can use your current external hard drive, and you will be able to store any Xbox game on it. Yes, that even includes next generation Xbox Series X games. But your external hard drive will only play Xbox One, Xbox 360, and original Xbox games. If you want to play games optimized for the Series X, you have to play it from either the internal SSD or the Seagate expansion card. Now, for the very last bit of news, some select media outlets like IGN, Windows Central, The Verge, and some influencers have gotten their Xbox Series X non-final units already. You can see here that Digital Foundry said Xbox Series X hardware has arrived, let's get to work. Now, what can we expect to see? Well, since Digital Foundry has one, I would imagine we would sort of get a breakdown on the hardware, although I don't think we'll get footage of Xbox Series X games right away. I think what's going to happen first is that they will break down backwards compatibility and how it works on the Xbox Series X. Maybe they'll test out Red Dead Redemption 2 and some other games to see just how the dynamic resolution changes into full 4K, or how doubling the frame rate works for games that were 30 and are now 60. But I will say, Microsoft sending this out this early, at the end of September, with over a full month before the console launches on November 10th, they must be extremely proud and happy and confident in what the Xbox Series X can do, considering they just gave it to a whole bunch of websites and influencers to make videos about. Anyways, guys, that is the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, share this video out on social media, and if you want to be notified right away whenever I drop a new video, make sure you hit that notification bell. If you want to take the support for the channel even further, you can hit the join button where you get access to channel badges and emotes for the Xbox 2 podcast every Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that take the time out of their day to do so, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Later, guys.